Recruiting your nonprofit's founding board shouldn't feel like a blind date. And in this video, I'm going to show you the simple 3-step process to choose, invite, and lock in the right people to support your mission without stress, awkward conversations, or IRS red flags. So let's build your board the smart way. Hey, it's Christian with InstantNonprofit, and we've literally had tens of thousands of conversations with new founders. And one of the biggest areas of confusion, right up there with taxes, is how to recruit your board of directors. And I get it. You're excited to launch your mission, but then the fear of the unknown strikes, and so does the question, who should I ask to be on my board? Well, the good news is I'm going to walk you through the same method we've used with thousands of nonprofit founders, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly who to pick and exactly what to say to relieve all the pressure. So let's get into it. Step 1, who to recruit. The right nonprofit board starts with trust, not titles. Start by appointing yourself and recruiting at least 2 others. 3 board members is the legal minimum according to the IRS. These 3 people will typically also fill the required roles of president, treasurer, and secretary. And yes, it's okay to keep your board small. 3 to 5 members is ideal to avoid decision gridlock. So what makes a great founding board member? One word, loyalty. You need people who trust you and respect your mission. You can add big names and people with deeper pockets later, but right now, keep it tight and keep it simple. And let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. If you've ever heard all the scary stories about conflict of interest, we're going to debunk those scare tactics and bust lots of other myths in this video series. But when it comes to board makeup, contrary to popular myth, the IRS has absolutely no prohibition on allowing family members or business associates to serve. In fact, it's perfectly reasonable to ask someone with whom you have a close relationship to help you navigate these waters of getting your nonprofit off the ground. So again, I generally recommend a small founding board of 3 or maybe 5. Keep it as small as possible to make your job easier early on. If you already have a larger group of people who want to feel involved, you can give them important posts and titles by adding them to a non-voting board of advisors. Step 2. Prep the invitation. Want a yes? Well, make the ask easy. Once you know who you want, don't wing it. Use our editable board member recruitment form to show that you're organized and looking out for them, not just yourself. This form answers 3 key questions every smart recruit will ask. First, how much time will this take? Second, how long is the commitment? And third, what exactly do I have to do? This isn't just about logistics, it's about protecting relationships. You're laying the groundwork for respect and clarity, so show them they're walking into a simple, structured role, not a black hole. And once they agree, you'll share a simple 1-page conflict of interest policy, which basically states that the organization won't pay more than market value for compensation, products, or services. I'll share more details on that later, but right now, we just want to keep it very simple at this stage. So next is make the ask, step 3. Asking someone to join your nonprofit board shouldn't feel like selling a timeshare. You've got your plan, you've got your tools, now it's time to connect. And like anything in life, preserving and honoring relationships is number 1 here. So make your prospective board member feel comfortable. Often the scariest thing to hear when asking someone to join your board is, yes, I'd be open to that, what do I need to do? But instead of stammering through and losing momentum in the conversation, you'll simply share your board recruitment form to give them real context. All you're asking for right now is to attend year 1's 30-minute meeting, to approve a super basic outline budget and a high-level overview of activities that you use to achieve your mission. And perhaps most important, you're not asking for an open-ended forever commitment. Now the time frame is your call. I recommend 90 days to 1 year because that's plenty of time to ask them to serve. And when that period is up, they'll have the option to stay in that seat or move on. By then, your nonprofit will have gone from concept to reality, and it will be a lot easier to develop a more robust board. As one of my favorite mentors, Tony Robbins, likes to say, winners take imperfect action. So remember, you're the driver, you set the direction. And if a passenger isn't the right fit for the long haul, it's okay to let them off at the next stop. But you want to be honest and be human. And by the time you complete this step, you'll be transformed in your level of confidence. And then later on, you'll use our 9-step board meeting agenda that I'll share with you, and you'll hold your first meeting by phone, Zoom, or in person. So are you ready to lock in your nonprofit board and move forward? We've got you. Download your free board recruitment form available in the link below, and in the next couple of videos, I'll share how to run your first board meeting with confidence and clarity, as well as my playbook to create your one-page business plan, one you'll be proud to share. If you want expert help filing your nonprofit 501c3 and launching it in the right way, check out our Done For You packages. I'm so glad that you're joining me in making a dent in the universe. Please drop a comment and ask any burning questions you have below, or just say hello and let's launch this.